Munir! 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 Thank you, Dan Wearing. Good to see you, mate. Shouts to everybody here. Mortality, Vagabond, Wagwan. Oh, fuck. What's happening, my G? Nothing, bro. Same old, man. Had to stop watching Undisputed. Shouts to Undisputed. Great movie, man. I don't know if I've seen the first... Actually, you know, I've seen the first Undisputed. And I've seen Undisputed too. It's that motherfucking time of the day, dude. Shouts to you. Who else is here? Let's get the intros done within the first 5 minutes. Oh, it's chilly, lad. Never Back Down, good movie. Yeah, they're all good movies, eh? Another fucking beautiful on Earth day. Shouts to you, bro. Shouts to you. I'm good, brother. How you doing, Manir? Just had some crumpets. Shouts to the crumpets, man. I haven't had crumpets for a while. I've just been eating too many baked beans, dude. And granola. I haven't had time for crumpets lately. I'll get back there, though. Do you know Daniel Mullen? He benches... No, I don't know Daniel Mullen. Cavs or Warriors? I got no idea, man. Dude, I'm actually struggling to even know what type of sport I'm trying to think of the sport you're talking about. I know surely that's a US team, some sort of US sport, either fucking football or NBA. NBA, there you go. Tell me where they're from, bro. I got no idea, and I'll tell you what sport. Ian, good to see you. Let's get straight into it. Let's not hold back. Let's go. Where I'm right next to my house right now, brother. I'm down like an alleyway. This is the building I'm doing the streams at. Oh my god, I just drank mad tons of water, dude. I feel like fucking too much water and too little of the time, dude. This is the blessed alleyway. This is the door. LeBron or Steph Curry? I got no idea, man. I got no idea. Sounds like a cunt's thrown up, dude. Oh shit. Maps, good to see you. What's on your mind? Luke Bright, great. Always a pleasure. Blood and Bone is sick, fam. Shouts to you. Great, good feedback on the Indie Pack trailer. Yeah, great feedback, eh? Yeah. I was expecting it to be okay, you know what I mean? I was expecting the feedback to be okay. It was better than I thought it would be. So shouts to everybody who left comments on the Indie Pack trailer. I mean, it means a lot. I mean, it was fun. It took me a while to make that trailer. It didn't take me a while to make the trailer, but it took me, you know, it was cool. Like, it felt weird uploading it. Anytime you put, it's weird when you put in hell effort into something and you upload it. Like, because I don't feel good when I upload it. Like, I feel good, but I know, like, I don't know how to say it, man. It's just like anything, hey? Like, you upload it and it's just like, you realize when you're uploading is like cool, but it's just like the whole process of making it's where the funnest bit. Like, uploading it's sick, but everything else before that's the best. Bro, I was at 22 hours from yesterday's stream on half a litre of water, bro. I mean, don't be doing that now, dude. I mean, that's not good for you. I think I opened my pineal gland today. I had some vivid visions while meditating. Shouts to everybody who have visions when they're meditating. Shout outs to meditating. I had a weird night last night too, brother, man. I woke up last night and my fucking body was lit up, man. Like, it was just mad. It's just mad sensation, dude. You know what I mean? And I can feel it. It's almost like you wake up at a time you're not meant to wake up. Then you wake up and you just feel amazing, hey? It's about 6 a.m. in the morning, brother. Shit. 6 a.m. in the morning here in Melbourne. It's crispy. It's a beautiful day. It's a Thursday. Yeah, your body's... That's kind of cool, bro. It's cool to see how amazing your body is. You know what I mean? Your body's an amazing... I guess that's what's cool when you fast sometimes. It's like, your body's an amazing vessel. You know what I mean? You don't actually feel that fucking bad. Like, I wouldn't do it outside of this month. Ever. Just, I wouldn't. But it's just cool to see how amazing your body is. No, I'm not doing a water fast. I'm doing Ramadan, bro. So, you know, fasting from 5:50 to 5 p.m. Imagine what it would be like when people look back at these videos in hundreds of thousands of years. Imagine we could look back to the Roman Empire through the video. It'd be it's crazy, eh? It'd be amazing. Shouts to you, random vegan, bro. Tell me about the visions, bro. I'm interested. I love hearing about this shit. Tell me about your visions. What do you think of water fasting? I got no idea. You know, I don't even know what I've never even looked into water fasting. You know, I'm not a fan of fasting under normal circumstances. I would never recommend it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I guess Ramadan's a bit different, but you know, I'm not gonna knock water fasting. Maybe I used to knock water fasting and shit, but people do water fasting for all sorts of reasons, man. Like, and I'm not too versed up on it, so I can't really comment. Shit, White Fang, man. I mean, shouts to you being in England fasting, because it's hectic. 3 a.m. to 9 p.m. is so fucking hectic, dude. It's like the most hectic fast. Morning, Daz. I fast every day, the best, man. I never go too extreme, pushing my first meal to 2 p.m. or whatever it is. Why did you change your name? What did I change my name to? What are you talking about? I'm still waiting for Vision Talk. Random vegan. Hit me. I couldn't have done it without the water. You know, for me, the water's easy this time of year in Melbourne. You know what I mean? Maybe in fucking 10 years it's going to be harder. But, you know, this time of year it's cool. I get to ride my bike. It's cold. You know, I start feeling zapped by like 4 o'clock, but I've been up since 3, so, you know, I probably would have felt zapped anyway. Rob McNeil, pleasure. We're always here. Chapu lad. Shouts to whatever that means. Thank you. The IPRW trailer looked amazing. Shouts to you, man. Shouts to the IPRW trailer. You know, I'm trying to work out how to go about the next moves on the IPRWR thing, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's something that, it's interesting for me, and I'm interested to see how it goes in terms of, you know, the process, because, you know, I'm pretty much doing it solo now, you know, with the help of my mates, and, you know, I got Maven and stuff, but I mean, like, really the editing is, I mean, without money, I had the vision that I'd end up doing this in my bedroom. And I knew when I would walk down the street that I'd be like, fuck, I have a feeling it's going to end up like this. And it ended up like this. So it's going to be interesting to see how I upload videos to YouTube over the time. Because it's like, I need to dedicate myself, like, as long as I need to dedicate myself to it. And it's crazy. Like, I want to bleed for it, but I also want to upload a YouTube video. Like, I'm thinking that maybe I'll upload a YouTube video a week, do some live streams, you know, and then work on the rest full time. But then I still got to make money. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's an interesting thing, because you got to breathe and live. But I mean, you got to live. I mean, I'm trying to exclude all additive products to my diet right now, except pea protein, just to save a bit of cash. But I mean, it is what it is, you know. I can't even remember, bro. I just know that I was meditating. I felt like I was asleep, but I was aware of the current reality. It's all the same time. Shouts to you, bro. Meditating. What time was this? What time was this at? Fill me in on the time. Was it night time? Shit like this can happen through the night, man, when you're kind of like, you're like semi in and out of consciousness, you know what I mean? Like you can have some mad fucking times when you're in and out of consciousness trying to meditate, you know what I mean? Free Tibet, good to see you. Best tip on saving money? My best tip on saving money? Fuck, man. I mean, there's no mad tips. It's just like, I mean, saving money is usually dictated by, like, my priorities allow me to save money and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, all I want to do is just eat, cruise around, have a good time, you know what I mean? They're my priorities, you know what I mean? So, and that's very cheap, and it's very cheap to do that, you know? So, that's how I save money. And if my priority was to keep up with fashion trends, if my priority was to watch a movie every night of the week at the cinemas, if my priority was to eat fucking fancy food every night, if my priority was to eat at wank joints, then yeah, I'd be blowing money. If my priority was to distract myself every day, you know, to make myself feel good, then I'd have no money. I'd work 40 hours a week, and I would fucking, my output would be 40 hours a week worth of income. But it's kind of the opposite for me. Yeah, see, brother, that's straight up. You save money by not drinking. If drinking is a priority for you, it's an expensive priority. It's 4:14 p.m. here, shouts to you. It happened right before this stream. Oh, damn, that's early. It's early to have the visions, man. Gotta go, lad. Have a good one. Shouts to you. Enjoy breaking your fast, brother. Enjoy breaking your fast. I don't play Cash Royale. What's success what's success on my terms? Success for me is happiness, which is being at peace. So once you're at peace, I feel like you've already won. I mean, I've already won already, brother. You know what I mean? But the big thing for me is just being, happiness to me is just being at peace. It doesn't mean smiling all the time. It doesn't mean fucking not being sad. It just means being at peace, man. That's it, man. I just want to be at peace with my life, you know? At peace with the situation. At peace with today. At peace with who I am. At peace with the sound of my own breath. At peace with what I look like. You know, at peace with my efforts. That's it. That's that level of contentness that just makes me feel like, you know, you're a king. Cheeky whiskey and coke after a long day of work with the kids off school. Shouts to you, Deadpool. Whatever you want to do, brother. Shouts to you. Shouts to everybody in Deadpool. Shouts to Chinatown in Liverpool. Great Chinatown. Let's keep the questions flowing. There's 42 of you here. There should be more questions. I'm so glad I stopped smoking weed, saved hella cash. Hey, it's cool when you reflect on what you're doing, man. You just see where you're spending. Like, I spend money on just like useless shit, and then it adds up, brother. Like, it adds up. Like, I spend money on, like, sometimes I just buy soy milk that's like $1.50 extra, just because, like, I don't want to bend over and pick up the cheap soy milk, and it's just like, fuck. You do that 7 days a week, you know, that's like $8. You do that for a month, it's like 8, 16, what, 20, it's like 30, $32. You do that for a year, I don't even, it's like 300 something bucks. Like, it's crazy. Shouts to you, Henry Moat. Shouts to you, Vegan Fly Trap. Great comment. First step to peace, letting go of public opinion. Correct. Back again for the nightly ritual. I enjoy walking through the grocery store daily and only buying what I need in the moment to eat nothing extra. I shop daily, brother. I shop daily. Now, I'm blessed enough that I live next to a supermarket. I got feet and I can walk and I can fucking, you know, shop daily. But I just shop daily, bro. You know what I mean? I don't do the stock up. Fuck the stock up. I only stock up when shit's cheap. Like, if I know I'm going to be eating ice cream frequently, which I do, I see the So Good on offer, you know, and I'm like, fuck, I'm buying 6 of them. I'm buying 7 of them. You know, but I like rolling into the supermarket and just being like, you know what? But I'm just getting that, and that, and that. Shouts to you, foamy man. I can't wait to deliver it, bro. I've run before. What's a good topping glaze for Turkish bread? My missus made loads now. A good toppings catcher. It depends what you put, man. A really fucking top-notch topping for Turkish bread was, you know, you get sea salt Turkish bread, you chuck some avocado on it, man. It tastes amazing. Yeah, mountain running's crazy. I've never listened to Alan Watts, man. I've heard it. You know, I know Alan Watts' voice, bro, because I hear it. I've heard it before. Like I've gone on YouTube, watched a motherfucker doing bicep curls and listened and heard Alan Watts in the background. Cunts write Alan Watts, so I know Alan Watts. But I don't know, man. I don't like. I'm not big into the self-help scene too much. So I don't know all the people, you know. We don't have dairy-free Ben and Jerry's, man. Well, shouts to Alan Watts. I know he's iconic. Ciao, Papi. Nathan Groves, good to see you. I know he's an icon, eh? Any good TED Talks I've listened to recommend? Nah, brother. I mean, I saw someone on Facebook. I saw that vegan one about the sniper dude on Facebook the other day. I mean, that was pretty killer. The vegan sniper man, this Aussie dude. I mean, that was a pretty good tech talk. You could probably find that if you look that up. If I could eat rice noodles, kway teow, that'd be my dish for the rest of my life, eh? Benefits to going vegan, I mean, it depends on the situation. 9 times out of 10 it's just an open mind. You know what I mean? 9 times out of 10 you just live, you connect a bit more, you connect more. I mean, because, you know, the statement you are what you eat's 100% true, brother. You know what I mean? So if you apply it to that, apply it on that level, then you are what you eat. I mean, when they say you eat suffering, you become suffering. You know, there's a large portion of that. Now I'm not saying you can't be a spiritual cunt if you eat meat, but I'm saying there's always going to be a level of what you do that's not displayed through there's always going to be a level of what you believe in that's not displayed through your actions. You know what I mean? So, I mean, there's a reason why the most spiritual practices around the world, groups, practice vegetarianism, veganism. You know what I mean? There's a reason for that. If I granted you 3 wishes right now, what would it be? Fuck, man, I don't even know, eh? That's a hard one. I'd have to think about it. 3 wishes, eh? It would be for my mum, my sister, my girlfriend. You know what I mean? On a personal level, you know what I mean? And then that's pretty much it, eh? Shout out to the Shopify. Get yourself decked out and clothes if you need them. Lightweight fabrics, enlightening fabrics, take your life to the next level. No one trains harder than me. I've heard that all the time, brother. Everyone trains hard. You're not in a competition. Don't be saying no one trains harder than me, because I know about 50 cunts who say that shit every day. You're not in competition with no one but yourself. No one trains harder. I train harder than... Who are you training harder? There's no way around it. You just want to train hard as you want to train hard. You're not in a competition. Vermicelli noodles, shouts to vermicelli noodles. I'm not the biggest fan, but I'm a fan. Why do you think we were fed single view of the world as children, and who as? Why do you think we're fed one single view? Well, what you're fed is usually a product of your circumstances. So your parents, your schooling. I mean, the ideologies that your parents have already, they get put into you at a young age. That's pretty much it, eh? I mean, there's on a mass level. I mean, things like media and stuff like that indoctrinate us all the time, or we let it influence our decisions and what we believe in all the time. And then you got your family, and it just keeps going down and down and down until it reaches you, I guess, you know. I don't eat PB2 no more, man. I can't find it. Financial tips I live by, religious or not. If I want it, I buy it. If I don't need it, I don't like. If I want it and I feel like it's worth it, then I buy it, man. That's simple. You know what I mean? Like 9 times 10 out of 10 when I want shit, I'm okay with buying it. Like if I want to buy a monitor for my camera, you know, which I'm thinking of buying now, yeah, I'm gonna buy it. Do I need it? I don't need it, but I want it, and I feel like expressing myself is something I value. It's something I put a high importance on. It's one of my priorities in my time here. So I'm gonna spend the money. You know. Euro, you got a good fucking memory, dude. We fucked up the audio somewhere. Shouts to you, Vince Harding, brother. I've said that shit before, dude. I've said no one trains harder than me. You know what I mean? No one trains harder than me. No one trains harder than me. Like you're in a big competition with the whole fucking world, eh? I haven't seen Wakosoba Noodle Challenge in Japan, eh? How strict are vegans when it comes to leather? I know some vegans who are held strict, but this is the real world, man. You know what I mean? What are you going to do? Fly around? What are you going to do? I mean, unless you want to ride your bike full time, you come into contact with products that aren't vegan. You know what I mean? What can you do? You know, I've heard about this UK election. Who's the dude? What's his name? Is it It's not Jeremy. Is it? I forgot the dude's name, eh? I see him popping up all over Facebook. I don't really follow it. No one sleeps harder than me, eh? Repeat your camping questions, brother. Repeat your camping questions. How I see it, if you spend 1 hour earning money to buy something and you get more than 1 hour out of it, it seems worth it. Yeah, I mean, you can look at it like that. Yeah, Jeremy Corbyn. Shout out to Jeremy Corbyn. I've seen some videos of him. He looks legit, but I haven't been following him for too long. You know? $350 bowls of noodles is psychotic. It's crazy. Tom Dust Tanks, what's up? Let's keep the questions coming. Do you ever go camping, bro? You know, when I was younger, I never used to camp, but lately, for the last couple of years, I've been going on some bike rides. I've been camping, not often, but it's cool to get out there and camp. I mean, there's nothing like riding your bike and then just pulling up when you want to pull up and just resting where you want to pull up. You know what I mean? Like it's a level of freedom where you just feel like you are everything. You know what I mean? Like it's up to you. It's sick. You're just at one with nature. You know, when you want to stop turning the pedals, you pull over, and the world is yours type feel. That's what it feels like when you camp. Do I find it hard to stay lean like I do? I don't really stay that lean. I stay pretty skinny fat, you know. I stay skinny fat and I don't find it hard because I'm not that lean for me. Like if I lost 6 kilos, yeah, I'd probably find it a bit harder. The thing is, staying lean, a lot of the time, you know, someone commented the other day, I don't know if I was here saying staying lean's not a skill. He said it's hard to stay lean. There's a difference between being a skinny cyclist, staying skinny, and there's a difference between being someone who lifts weights, who has a lot of muscle, who's lean, who sits down in between sets and does like 17 sets total and burns 200 calories a day. There's a difference, you know what I mean? So let's not get it fucked up, okay? Shouts to all the cyclists out there. It's no offense, but when people say it's not a skill to be lean, they come from a place of lack of understanding. Show me someone who's fucking heinously muscular, who's fucking lean as fuck, who's natural, and tell me that's not a skill. You know what I mean? Because it is, and anyone who's gotten lean before, actual lean, and had an ounce of muscle knows that. You know, so shouts to that comment. I had to put that one to bed. Would I sell my liver to be Joey D? Brother, don't ever ask me that question again because I will block you. I will block you if that mentality is only, don't ever ask that question, man. Don't ever ask that question. I never want to hear that question again in my life. I'm gonna do the Indy Pay next year. I told someone the other day, dude, I said, I couldn't live with myself if I watched that race go past after seeing it and filming it and not actually take part in it. You know, what I'm going to do next year when I do it, I'm going to make my own videos doing it. So I'm just going to pay someone to come film me doing it, film a bit of the race and shit, and I'm just going to ride it. It'll be sick. How do you deal with being dirty when you camp? You just deal with it, man. You just deal with it. If there's a shower, the there's showers around depending on where you are, you know what I mean? But, you know, 3 days, like, the thing is just like, you just do what you can. Like, if you can't brush your teeth, you can't brush your teeth. If you can, you can. If you shower, you can shower, you know what I mean? Like, I've been there, haven't brushed my teeth in 3 days, you know, wiped my ass with leaves, you know, like, accidentally shitting on my ankle before. Like, and that's the truth. And it's just, and it's funny, you know? What can you do, man? We might do this shit, CanBW. Hopefully, you know, we'll start organising stuff as soon as they put out the entry forms. As soon as they put out the entry forms, I'm signing up. I don't use Reddit. The lowest body fat I got to, probably, I don't even know, man. A lot of the times, like, your body fat's higher than you think, man. You know what I mean? So cunts being like, I'm 7%, they're not really 7%. And depending on the level of muscularity, like, the more muscular you are, the more lean you usually look at higher body fats, you know what I mean? So I could have easily been not as lean as I thought I was. Like, it's just, I was definitely lean enough to to be in long-term lean suffering pain, you know what I mean? Like, anyone who's gotten lean, you know the feel. Although comparison is seemingly irrelevant, as we're all unique, so do you believe it can be a beneficial mindset in order to excel? That, I can't understand that, brother. Remind it to me. Rephrase it. Although comparison is seemingly irrelevant, as we're all unique circumstances, do you not believe it can all be? Yeah. You need to rephrase that for me. Do I have a good relationship? Yeah, I try and keep a good relationship with everyone, especially from the indie pack, you know. Like, there might have been circumstances on the indie pack that, like, I thought that were a bit suspect. There might have been situations on the indie pack that I thought were a bit like, what the fuck, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to make a video here. Like, I'm just trying to be a good dude. I'm just trying to make the race look good. I'm not getting paid. You know, I'm sleeping in the car. You know, I'm patting my girlfriend on the shoulder while she's crying because she had to fucking wash her hair in a sink. You know, I'm not getting anything out of this like other people. And I felt like, there was bits where I felt like I was owed something more than I was getting. But at the same time, I mean, who cares? You know what I mean? And you know, at the end of the day, you know, I chose to be out there. No one wanted, like, it's not like people wanted me out there. I chose to be out there, and you know, I got what I deserved. So it's I mean, there's no point even discussing it anymore, bro. You know what I mean? Glucose network symbol means rice. Think of the last time you were angry. Why were you angry? Do you still feel the same way? Not really. How can I drown a baby? Fuck, lad. Block this cunt, eh? I don't want to be reading that shit this early in the morning, too. Sick fuck. Tommy Cox, pleasure to see you. Shouts to all of you. Let's keep it moving. Yeah, we gotta block these baby drowning fucking crazy fucks, man. They scare me this early in the morning, eh? I don't want to see them in the reflection when I look in the mirror, man. Gotta go back to the Grind Shouts Black Tea studio, man. Alpha AMA, brother, you can't be upset if I don't answer the questions. There's a lot of questions. I can't even see your question, brother. If you don't get your question answer, repeat your question. Oh, here we go. I'm trapped in this day-to-day ego bullshit, always worrying about what others think, trying to make everyone happy. How do I snap out of this? Will I ever? You know what I mean? Well, yeah. Shout out to you, brother. I mean, the first step is, you've already done the first step, man. You realise that. I mean, that's what 90% of cunts can't do. They can't even pull their eyes back to see what they're doing. They're not even aware of their own situation, their own circumstances. And then, you know, it's the cliche, fucking boring, fucking simple response. I mean, you practice it. How do you get out of anything? You get out of it by fucking getting out of it. Every time you're confronted with the choice to choose either your ego or the other side, I mean, you choose the other side, man. You choose who you are, not your ego, man. Brother, the thing is, man, you can't, comparison will never do you any good, man. You know what I mean? Like, it might do you well. I kind of don't understand the question, but I'm just going to try and answer it the best I can. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't do me any good. This is a message to myself, first and foremost. It doesn't do me any good to compare myself to other people. It doesn't do me any good to think life is one big competition. It doesn't do me any good to think I'm a better videographer than you. I'm a better YouTuber than you. I'm better than you. Your videos are whack. It doesn't do me any better to walk down the street and think like, fuck all you cunts, I made $50 this morning. It doesn't do me any good, you know what I mean? Like, that can serve you only so long, bro. That's hamster wheel type thinking, because there's always more cunts out there, man. If you think about it, there's always more cunts out there, man. You have to come from a level of contentness and peace already, and then you be good. You know what I mean? Because there's always going to be more cunts out there that you compare yourself to, and there's always going to be someone better, man. You know what I mean? So there's just no point, man. You know what I mean? It's like most cunts get driven, most cunts' drive comes from like a standpoint of like, they're not good enough, I'm trying to be better than someone else, you know what I mean? Most cunts aren't lucky enough to go full circle and realize the whole time they were chasing to be better than other people, all they wanted to do was just be better than themselves. They just want to improve themselves, you know what I mean? So it's one of those things, man. You can't be out there trying to you can't be out there trying to compare yourself to other people, man. What made me realize comparison isn't worth it? Well, a lot of things, bro. Being awake at 2 a.m, sleepless as fuck, hating my life, thinking, what am I doing this for? You know, Joe Blow fucking Tony isn't strong enough for me to keep staying out here, man. Why am I out here? Feeling like, what am I doing, man? You know what I mean? I'm out in the middle of nowhere, out of breath, trying to unlock another gear that I can't unlock, and all that's on my mind is, am I better than Tony? Why isn't it working? Why do I feel like this? Why do I never feel content? Why do I never feel at peace? Why do I feel like I'm never good enough? That's what made me realize today. Shouts to you can be W93 serial quote artist, the quotation specialist. Universe is the ultimate equalizer. Shouts to the universe being the ultimate equalizer, brother. Fuck, man, there's always like, check out the fucking, there's always, man, always fucking shit going on here. Sorry, eh? What do you mean life's incomplete? You choose to make life incomplete. Life's always been complete. You just never realized it, dude. You actively give up the completeness every day, man. What's my view on vices, sex, alcohol, drugs, gambling? Are they traps? What fulfills you? Of course they're traps. Of course they're traps, man. What fulfills you, you fulfill you. You know what I mean? You fulfill you. The thing is, brother, when I think about what fulfills me, I think about shit that's like core level type of shit. Like, food fulfills me, relationships fulfill me, experience fulfills me, action fulfills me. You know, doing shit fulfills me. Talking to people fulfills me. Sitting down to have a great meal next to my girlfriend fulfills me. Do you know what I mean? Do you feel sorry for those people that Harley told to quit uni and start a YouTube career and did? They're now fucked. No, I don't, bro. Because luckily, like, hopefully those cunts have woken up a little bit. Maybe they're fucked up. Maybe they made a decision that wasn't correct. But maybe it was the right. You never know, brother. You know what I mean? Like, there's definitely still drones out there who don't think for themselves, and hopefully, you know, hopefully they can see. Hopefully they can now think for themselves, you know what I mean? And maybe it's a blessing. Maybe they didn't think for themselves, quit out of uni, made the wrong decision even though they were actually doing a good thing. And now they have the opportunity to see that they were being a drone, and now they know not to be a fucking drone pilot, you know what I mean? Like, what do you think about those people that think they're better than others? You know, I feel bad for them, brother. You know what I mean? I feel bad for them, and I empathize with them, bro, because I've been there too. You know, I've been in a standpoint before where my whole life's just been revolved around this standpoint where, you know, you come at it from like, I'm better than you, I'm better than you, I'm better than you, I'm doing this better than you, and but really you're just in one big competition with yourself, man. That's all you're doing, brother. You're in a big competition with yourself, and that's what your life revolves around. So therefore you project that insecurity out into the world, and then everyone becomes in competition with you, when really the whole time you're just in competition with yourself. Really all you want to do is just feel a level of self-worth that you haven't come to yet. You know what I mean? So and it makes you feel like you're out there trying to fight the world, that you need to be better than everyone else, but that's not how it is. You know, so I feel bad for him, brother. I want to pat him on the back and say, you know what I mean, bro? Like, you know, you don't have to fight so hard. You're good enough already, man. There's nothing right there. I'm not trying to say to be complacent. You can always want to do better and strive to improve, but you know, you're good. When do you think the next revolution will occur, and what do you think it will take to entail? It'll probably have to take some apocalyptic nuclear war, mass amount of humans dying. I mean, it would have to take serious, like, Manchester bombings every fucking weekend in every single country all over the world to do anything. You know what I mean? Before cunts were like, fuck, I think we've got a real problem here. Do you think people can be born without a conscience? I got no idea, man. That's some crazy question type shit that I got no idea about, eh? Tom, I agree with all of that. How do you define healthy competition then? Healthy competition is just being at competition with yourself. That's healthy competition. Where you just want to be better. That's the most healthy form of competition. You know, I realized, like, I used to think I was competitive just because I wanted to be better than everyone else, and then I realized I was competitive because all I wanted to do was be better than myself. That's a true competitor, man. Where all you want to do is just be the best fucking you. That is the definition of a fucking life competitor, lad. You know what I mean? Like, I used to see a cunt go past me on the bike and didn't know why, and used to think, like, I only want to catch up to this cunt because I want to make him feel bad and be better than him. Then I just realized it's just my nature, man. Like, I just want to be good, man. Shouts to you, random vegan, appreciate it. Any good habits you made over the last year or so? You know, I'm always trying to work on my habits, brother. You know, just being more appreciative, man. Being more empathetic. You know, I've improved on that in the last year a lot, man. Being more appreciative, being more empathetic, and really applying what I knew was right. Applying that to my actions. You know what I mean? Not just saying shit and then not really following through. Like, I've really, at my worst of times, to follow through. You know, especially lately with what I believe in, which is great. You know what I mean? That feels good. Okay, so during the next indie pack, what will be your drive to finish? Just fucking life, man. The experience of it all. That's my drive to finish. Like, how could I not want to finish, you know what I mean? Just to fucking complete it, you know? Like, just the journey of it all would be sick. Shouts to Carlos. Where are the Asian girls at, man? I mean, they're everywhere, brother. You have to find them, man. They're everywhere. Usually they're lurking around Chinatown, I'll tell you that. Is Joey going to do the Indie Pack? I'd love to do the Indie Pack with Joey. It'd be fucking be sick, man. How long do you think the Indie Pack doco will be? The Indie Pack doco will be as long as it needs to be, you know what I mean? Like, it's definitely going to be longer than fucking half an hour, I'll tell you that. But it'll be as long as it needs to be, you know. Hopefully, it might be 45 minutes, it might be 60 minutes, it might be fucking 75 minutes, it might be, you know, there's still a couple things I need to film, you know, but like 95% of it can be edited, you know what I mean? So, that's the best thing, you know. There's a lot of bits that need to be fixed, like there's audio bits that need to be fixed. I'm not sure how I'm going to fix them, but you know, it's a documentary, man. Shit fucks up, you know what I mean? You can have subtitles, you can have, as long as the story gets conveyed, that's all I care about. Are you going to gradually increase your cycling volume for Indie Pack? Probably not. You know, yes and no. Like, I will cycle probably a bit more, but not too much. Like, I'm not going to be doing 500 Ks a week. I'm not going to be doing 600 Ks a week. You know, I knew what I saw the Indie Pack, man. I watched the Indie Pack, and I saw dudes who didn't do a lot of kilometers per week do very well, and I saw dudes who did fucking tons of kilometers per week do very bad, or not do as well as you think they would, reflective of their training, you know what I mean? So I realized a lot of things go into the Indie Pack, brother. Like, I got fat kneecaps, that's all I need. I got fat kneecaps and I want to ride, that's the biggest thing. Do I believe in karma and bad energy? Fuck oath, man. 100%. On a spiritual level, on a practical level, I completely agree with it, man. Do you know what I mean? You do bad things, you receive bad things. You put out bad energy, you get bad energy, man. You know what I mean? Like, straight up, you know what I mean? Your actions are a reflection of that, you know what I mean? Like, if you come from a negative place with negative energy, you do negative actions, man. And when you do negative actions, well, they never result to good actions, do they? Especially in the long term. Just as if you come from a wholehearted place, it gets reflected in the way you move, it gets reflected in the way you talk, it gets reflected in the way you smile, and then practically you walk around with that all day, just trying to fucking light up the whole world. I mean, you get into light up situations that lead to light up circumstances, and on a base level, you'll be the cunt who meets the most pretty girl in the baked beans aisle at the supermarket and think, fuck, like, how did this happen? But it started at 6 a.m. in the morning when you woke up and you took 10 breaths, you turned your phone off and you said, fuck, like, I'm happy to be awake, and let's go. I think the Indie Pack's a combination of both. I think Indie Pack at the highest levels is you have to be a fucking A star at both. I think if you want to be top fucking 10, you need to be physically a machine and you need to be mentally a machine. Now, I think just to finish, yeah, I think physicality, and there's plenty of people who finished who definitely weren't that fucking fit, man, but they were mentally rocks. You know what I mean, brother? So if you want to do it quick, then you got to be fit and you got to be mentally fit. If you want to just fucking pass it, like my mum couldn't fucking ride it, and she, you know, but she's just mentally strong enough. It might take her 2 months, but she can pass it, you know what I mean? So it's a combination of both, you know what I mean? I would want to do the Indie Pack, and I'd really want to, like, I wouldn't take the opportunity of the Indie Pack and not bleed my soul into it, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't be like, yo, I'm going to dedicate 2-3 weeks of my life and not go all out, you know what I mean? So I would treat it like that. Like, I would treat it like, yeah, you're out here to fucking be out here for, like, a long time, you know what I mean? But if you ain't trained for it, mate, you could develop knee pain in a matter of 4 days. Not really, brother. Like, I think you definitely can. But I think I've done the training. I might not be consistent with my training, but I've been training my whole life, man. I've done physical exercise my whole life. My whole life, dude. From being a fat boy playing fucking rugby to rowing to downhill mountain bike riding to doing some jogging to doing training. Like, my legs have had years and years of conditioning in them. And you know what I mean? I can, you know, last year I did that 1,000 Ks on fuck all training, dude. And my knees didn't even really hurt. I mean, they kind of felt a bit whack, but that was gone from like fuck all to, you know, big Ks in like 2 days, you know what I mean? And my knees were fine like a day after, like squat and do anything, you know? So I'll be fine, brother. Shouts to you. I'm aiming to do the best I can do. Now, realistically, I'd love to finish top 10, but at the end of the day, I just wanted to, you know, I definitely think that's within my reach, you know what I mean? Just by looking at what happened with the previous Indy Pack and the mileage and the circumstances and all that kind of stuff, yeah. I've done some no fap before. The only reason I don't go through with it all the way is because I want to finish quick. I mean, shouts to you, brother. If you want to do that, you do that. What advice and how should I go about informing my parents that I'm going to Oz and traveling instead of going to uni? There's no advice. You just tell your parents. Shouts to you, Vince Harding, brother. I appreciate the comment. Trust me, bro, I'm conditioned. And I wouldn't be saying trust me, bro, I'm conditioned if I didn't mean it. The no fabs thing, I think, has been debunked, man. Since I don't masturbate, I feel shoutouts. Okay, let's get off the no fap topic shit. I hate talking about it today. It's funny. But Carlos, we love it, man. As long as you feel good, bro. Just don't want you getting in bother like Joey did on that ride. I know you're a lot fitter though. Yeah, it's alright, bro. I'm not going to be like that. You know, I'm not going to be like that. Bro, we will finish the Indy Pack strong, lad. Strong, man. My knees have been beat for years, dude. Years. They can handle 2 weeks. And if they can't handle 2 weeks, then I'll just chill for a day and rest my knees, man. You know what I mean? What would your Indy Pack nutrition crumpers and Nutrigrain? My Indy Pack nutrition would be whatever I feel like I can stomach. It would definitely be dictated by where I am along the Indy Pack. But if it's the same route, brother, the first half towards Adelaide would be hot chips, crumpets, Oreos, jam, like some lollies, pea protein. You know, I'd probably go through 5 kilos of pea protein on the like I would definitely be ingesting at least 200 grams of pea protein a day, man, on the Indy Pack. Staple. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm not gonna even bring sleep, dude. I'm not gonna even bring sleeping gear, man. I'm gonna bring a bag of pea protein. Hey, shout out to, yeah, I know you're talking about the dude called Jess, man. Shout out to Jess, eh? Shout out to you, bro. The dude's name was Jess. I told Liquid Man he should do the Indy Pack. I think he's might doing it. I'm bringing the truth. We're out there to discover the truth with the truth, man. But I'm gonna be out there. I wish the Indy Pack was tomorrow, to be honest with you, because I jumped straight into it, eh? Abdullah, what are some things I've learned? Like, what have I learned from Bruce Lee, man? You know, I'm not too versed up on Bruce Lee and everything, every single thing. You know, I used to have that line at the end of my video saying, you know, like, be water, be like the cup. When you put the cup, become the cup type shit. You know, I fuck with that. I sincerely believe in that line. I think that's one of his greatest quotes of all time, The be water. You know what I mean? The pursuit of truth is never ending. The pursuit of truth is never ending, bro. And I think it's your duty to always pursue the truth. Now, when I say pursue the truth, I don't mean sit on the edge of your bed every fucking day, watch 10 conspiracy videos, have your fucking full body embedded in the vortex where you literally don't live. What I mean by pursuing the truth is, it is your duty to make use of the life that you have, the experience that you have, and experience as much as you can, reflect as much as you, when you need to reflect, and play the game as well as you can play it. And then I think, at the end of that journey, your life gets taken from you. And I say that in a positive way, like your life will end. This experience will end. Whether or not there's an experience after that, I've got no fucking idea. But you're gonna get, you'll know the truth when you're on the deathbed, lad. Hey, man. Ultra Vultra shouts to you, brother. The truth is whatever you want it to be, man, The truth is a fascinating topic, man. It's a fascinating topic when you think about it, Fucking truth. We're the 2017 truth seekers, man. We're making it cool again to seek truth, Truth is relative. You are the truth, man. I'm out. I need to knock one out. Shouts to you, brother. You should do Skype podcast through with Joey D. Yeah, we probably will do one, brother. We probably will do one, Well, I'll get onto that soon. I'm starting to edit this video with Jess and Eddie, and that might be up in a few days, 4 or 5 days time, 4 days time, maybe next week. You never know. Do you feel like your energy inside may be built for bigger things? You can obviously connect to people and have good energy. Do you feel like a big influencer inside of you? 100%, brother. I feel like, no, I don't want to say this arrogantly. Dude. I don't know, man. I think about it sometimes, bro. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I think, like, I've been blessed. I think I've been blessed with the opportunity. I think I've been blessed with the skill of expression. I don't know if it's come easier to me, but I feel like I've been blessed to be in a situation, and situations that have allowed me to, express myself good, or, pretty much just express myself good. And I feel like that's a blessing, you know what I mean? Or to see stuff in a different way. I feel like that's always been a blessing. And sometimes it feels like a curse, but I also feel like it's a blessing. So, I feel like I'm special no matter what. Just as like I'd want you to feel like you're special no matter what. I don't need to be on a stage like Ty Lopez screaming to feel like I'm special, but, I feel like there's a purpose, and I feel like there's a reason I speak the way I speak. I feel like there's a purpose. There's a purpose and a reason behind it, Expression is a blessing. Expression is a blessing. Expression is a blessing, and it's your biggest gift. Shouts to everybody who liked the stream. Thumbs up the stream if you'd like to. Expression is the biggest gift, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. Watching a person being able to express himself is a beautiful thing. It's the reason we like rappers. It's the reason we like artists. It's the reason we like anything, man. It's when a cunt can express themselves, whatever they're fucking doing, it's amazing, and we love it. And a lot of the times we wish we can express ourselves like they can, when really, you can. Expression is like a superpower for the person, you know what I mean? Like, The reason most people can't express themselves is because they're blocked up. Straight up, I can't express myself the best when I'm blocked up. When I mean blocked up is when I feel like morally conflicted, when I feel spiritually conflicted, when I'm doing something I don't believe in. When something's not correct, I feel like I'm unable to express myself to the best of my ability. And I still might be able to express myself pretty good, but it might not be the best of my ability. So, I'm always working on that. I always want to be able to express what I think and what I'm saying, however I want to be able to do it. Yeah, I've heard of Eckhart Tolle. This might be fucked to say, but I've heard the reason why most animals aren't capable of suicide is due to the fact that they're fully expressive. I don't really know about that, man. I mean, we definitely have suicide. I'm not sure, 100% of why animals don't commit suicide. Maybe, I'm not sure, you know what I mean? So I can't really comment on that. We definitely have a big suicide issue in our world and this time, due to a lot of things, brother. Due to a lot of things, I think when people say I thought about committing suicide, when people say I thought about committing suicide, or people said, like, I was so sad I thought about ending my life, like, I don't even think about it as that big of a bad deal, man. You know what I mean? Because it's a phenomenal opportunity, man. Like, if I think about, obviously, you're not killing yourself, you don't want to kill yourself, man, but when people get pushed to their limits, they usually get pushed to their limits for a reason. And if you can stop, breathe, and work yourself out of it, you usually come out of it on a level that no one else will, man, because if you can't, most people who come out of a level of like depression where they contemplate their own life every day, they come out with another level of perspective and appreciation, man, because they've been pushed to the end. They've been pushed to the edge, like literally you lose all fear, but fear in itself of dying. You know what I mean? You come to the point where like you live in fear of yourself because you're scared that you might actually kill yourself. You know what I mean? Most people don't really contemplate death ever, man. Death's seen as the worst thing in the whole world, you know what I mean? So to be an opportunity where you're contemplating it 24/7, it sounds fucked up, but I mean, there's a lot of good comes out of that. Well, definitely, at least for me, came out a lot of it, because I really felt like getting over that, dude, was like, fuck, like, what else can fucking fuck with me now? You know what I mean? Like, what can fuck with me now? I used to be scared of a lot of stuff. Like, I used to be scared of a lot of stuff, and then I realized that, like, the biggest thing I was ever scared of was I was just scared of myself, man. Like, there was nothing more scary to me than rolling around scared of myself. Like, it was the most hardcore thing to be walking around all day with the biggest thing that you're scared of, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't, like, it was insane, but that brought about a lot of good to me, dude. It made me realize that I was in control, you know what I mean? I've never deleted a video on YouTube, bro. They're all still there. The glucose network would be, brother, I don't even know where I'll be, but I'm in here for a long time, man. Like, you know what I realized, bro? I got a beautiful life. Like, I'm not in competition with any cunt. Like, I'm not in any competition like to grow quicker. I'm not in a competition to be at 1,000 million subscribers. You know what I mean? Like, my commitment to my YouTube channel is like my commitment to training. Like, it's gonna be there for life, and until I die, it will still be there, so I'm not in any rush to make any decision and do anything that doesn't align with what I believe in. What I mean by that is I'm not out here like being like, "Oi, what clickbaity fucking bullshit can I fucking pull off today just to get my sub count up this week?" You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be here in 25. I'm gonna be here in 25 years unless I get hit by a car. You know what I mean? Like, Shout out to you, Henry Moat. Damn, death is always there. Why rush, eh? There is no rush, brother. You know what I mean? I think there is no rush, man. I mean, it's hard. You can get into a whack mindset when you think about rush and like an urgency. Like, I have a level of urgency in terms of just doing what I fucking want. It's like if someone gave you the most golden opportunity. It's like you've been given the most golden opportunity. And like every time you don't do something that you actually believe in, you don't do what you want, you're giving up that opportunity every day just to be like everybody else, and you're not really recognizing the beauty that what is life, man, that's been given, you know what I mean? So, I mean, that's the rush for me. That's how I look at the rush. Like, I got no time to be doing shit I don't want to do. That's my rush, you know what I mean? My rush ain't like I gotta be at 1 million subscribers in 1 week. That's not the rush. Do you ever take a step back in current situation and look back at how you got here? When you notice subtle miracles, do you believe in the life path? I believe in the life path, brother, but I'm also a firm believer in like nothing happens by coincidence, nothing happens by chance, you know what I mean? Whether it's laid out for you or not, I got no idea, but you actively have to walk the path, man. You know what I mean? I think we all have a gracious, beautiful path to walk, bro. But I feel like a lot of us, we just derail the path and go fucking 10 steps that way and believe in it so much, and we believe that's the path, you know what I mean? So, if I was to look back and think about everything that I thought was good in my life, which is pretty much every single thing that's happened to me ever, you know what I mean? Because you can always do that when you look back on stuff in retrospect. You can always make sense of it if you really think about it. But it's always been you the whole time. You've been making moves, man. You've been making the correct moves that have led you to the position that you are. You're just a summation of you are literally a summation of every single experience and situation that you've been in over time, that you've been alive. That's led you to here. Literally from the day you kicked the football, to the day you went to primary school, to the cunt you hanged out with at lunch, to the word you fucking said, to the university you went to, every single decision leads you to another decision, which leads you to another situation, and leads you to another experience, you know what I mean? That's why I never and thinking like that, and thinking like, and having that kind of train of thought is very empowering to me. Because then I think about myself, I say like, everything makes a difference, man. Like, what I do today lays the foundation for where I'm going to be in 15 fucking years. So all I'm trying to do is just do the best I can every single day, because I know that everything has an outcome, bro. Everything has a cost. You know what I mean? Every decision has a cost. Every decision comes at a price. And I'm trying to make the best decision, because I don't want to have to be paying the price 15 years down the road. No, I mean, like, people seem to rush through life, not realising that death is at the finish line, eh? 100%, man. That's a true statement. Most people come up with a plan with themselves, yeah, but most people don't even come up with the plan themselves. They just inherit a plan that someone's told them, and they just stick to that. You know, they don't even come up with it. Someone else just gave them the plan. They just go, fuck it, I'm gonna stick to this shit. What are my thoughts on karma? My thoughts on karma are karma's legit. Karma's legit. You do good shit, you get good shit in return. You do bad shit, you get bad shit in return. I think it'd be foolish of you, and I think you'd be doing yourself a disservice to not believe in karma. I think you'd be doing yourself a great disservice, eh? Because you'd be the type of cunt to do bad by people and then realise you'd just think that you're getting handed bad cards when bad gets dealt out to you, not realising that really you're a bad fucking cunt. Yeah, but Ron McNeil, what you're talking about is practical fucking karma. You know what I mean, brother? You're thinking about practical karma. You're thinking about, like, if I kick a cunt in the head, that one day I'm going to get kicked in the head back. I think that's just practical karma, man. Most people think about karma on just some woo-wazy fucking spiritual level, which is, I believe in that too, but I mean on a practical level, it's just bad. Like if I piss off Joe, and then Joe goes to be fucking CEO of some mass media company, and then I go into the media company trying to get funding, and then Joe's the cunt I got funding for, and he goes, look man, I remember when you were cunt to me, no deal man, I'm leaving you out in the street. And then I go think, why did that happen? Because I treated him bad in the first place. Shouts to you, Luke Bright. I appreciate it, brother. Have a great day. What are your parents' reaction when you went vegan, bro? Nothing, man. No fuss. Interested, intrigued. Mum was intrigued. Is there one life goal or constant reassessment? Goal. I don't like the word goal, brother. I don't like the word goal. I mean, my only goal, and I'm telling you what my only goal is. My only goal is just to experience, man. My only goal is to experience, nothing more, nothing less. You know what I mean? Like, my goal isn't like some specific fucking spot. My goal isn't like X. My goal isn't Y plus X. My goal isn't X plus Y plus Z. My goal isn't like Bahamas in 10 years. My goal isn't like 200 million in 10 years. My goal is just to be content and experience. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I want. All I want is to wake up and feel at peace, brother. And all I want is to experience. And when you combine contentness, being at peace to me is being happy with experience, then it's all good. You've won already. You're always winning. You're always winning. And a large part of your time here on earth is spent to learn. You know what I mean? That's why you're here to fucking experience and learn. And if you don't become a student of life, life will fucking kick you in the fucking head. If you don't become a student of the universe will shit on you, man. Because that's what you're here to do. You're resisting, you're fighting nature, man. You need to become a student of it. If you're not a student of it, you're a victim of it. Straight up, if you just think about your own situations, man. Think about it on a practical level. If you keep fucking hitting the nail and you keep hitting your fucking thumb, and you don't learn to take your thumb out of the fucking flight path of the fucking hammer when you hit the nail, you keep hitting your fucking finger, man. Straight up, you keep hitting your thumb, man. You have to become a student. You have to have your eyes back. You have to be learning from situations. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you just keep repeating the same shit. You get stuck on the hamster wheel and you become a victim of your bullshit fucking karma on the same cycle and wonder why nothing's ever working. It's because you're not a student, man. You're not a student, eh? You might be a student of the system, but you're not a student of the universe, eh? You might be a student of fucking your fucking math lecturer, but you're not a student of you. You're not a student of just like real world experience in life, man. Live like you die tomorrow. Learn like you live forever. Hey, straight up, brother. Most people aren't a student of the universe and shit, and people don't even care because it stems from awareness, brother. They think they don't recognize. It's an awareness thing, man. It's an awareness thing. So like when you say that, live like you die tomorrow, learn like you live forever. You've already recognized so many facets of life that 90% of people will never understand. Most people have such a limited view on reality. They think that everything they've ever been taught is gospel, it's truth. So life on earth, there's only one life on earth. You came from nothing, you go back to nothing. Bam, straight there. You've already abolished that fucking statement saying like you'll live forever. Like there's more to life here. Like you're here for an experience and no one knows what's happening after. You know what I mean? That statement comes with that awareness. You know what I mean? Just like when you say like you die tomorrow, you've also stated another level of awareness saying that like this experience might be only temporary, brother. You know what I mean? Most people don't even recognize their own death, man. And they're not at peace with that. Once you become at peace with that, the gates of the universe, time will open up to you and shit. If you think about it, bro. Like, seriously. You know what I mean? Like, you and me, we're time bombs. You know, they have a cunt on the fuck... It's a time bomb, lad. And that's what develops the urgency in your step every day, that you're a fucking time bomb. Now, urgency, not like I gotta be better than you. Urgency, like I just gotta do what I want and try and learn as much as I can. Because at the end of the day, when I came out of mama's vagina, you know, boom, universe clicked the fucking start timer on my inevitable clock to this end of the life that I'm living right now. You know what I mean? That's straight up. Think about it, man. Think about all the great songs, man. One step alive, every day, every day you're taking one step closer to death. Now, that's not a bad thing. That's a great thing. Okay, here we go, here we go. Remove this cunt. Block that cunt. Shouts to all of you anyway, man. I gotta go. Fuck, man. People, all the fucking trolls are coming in now. Shouts to all of you. Anyway, man, that's the end of the day. I don't know what day it is. Day 6, day 5. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna see you. Block this cunt too. Shouts to you. Shouts to everybody tuning into the stream today. It's gonna be a great day, people. I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 7. Hopefully my data hasn't blown out by then. Peace. It was a great one.